We've got a spectacle here, a tremendous light show hyping up the crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona. This is Mountain America Stadium, the home field of the Arizona State Sun Devils. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Grab behind the line. It's Brown.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Perfect aim and good loft on this one. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking a dangerous returner out of play here. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws it to the right. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Udo. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills, and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Leonard heads outside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Looking deep downfield to the left. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Back to pass. It's Fafita. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Back comes the Arizona State offense out of the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Gonna run it. It's Brown. As the first down is still going. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch is made down the middle. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
The back's got it on a counter. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Getting set up. Here's second down. To throw, it's Fafita. Makes a quick catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. It's a draw play. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. The Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Fights through the tackler. Solid run. Tackle to the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Caught by the receiver. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. And the Sun Devils will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Arizona offense back out on the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And now the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. And it's caught. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the 1st time today. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Scanning the field. It's Levin. Quick throw to his receiver. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Comes up with the catch. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
And the Sun Devils will send their punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To the air, it's Fafita. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream.
Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Arizona. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Gets it out quickly to the left side. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Makes a quick grab. What a stiff arm. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
The Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff in a single back formation. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And he keeps it. Gets the first and still running. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs to stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A big defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Sun Devils will kick this deep to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Throws out the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds. 26. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff. Has the first down and more. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Fifita. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a shotgun run call. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Arizona has now moved into the red zone. The back's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Now the try here for the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Bites off a defender. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And the Sun Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. The fake works. They get the yards they needed on that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Looking to throw here. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
A 2nd down after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
The Sun Devils churn out another 1st down. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And the Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm helped him to a 1st down.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
And the Sun Devils trying to cash in here in the red zone.
Let's go.
Trying the run, it's Brown. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield. It's Levitt. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. On third down, he drops to throw. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Toss play to the outside. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Well, Kurt, Arizona has the lead here. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To throw, it's Levitt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
He's going to try to return the punt. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
End zone ahead. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
2nd down and goal. The linebacker shifting around now. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Arizona State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
The Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Using his legs, it's Brown. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, it's 11. That's caught, it's Brown. There's a stiff arm. That's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Screen to the receiver in the flat. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Sun Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass is caught on a comeback route. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
They're going to run it. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he make it to the marker? Powers through. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
A new set of downs after that completion. QB keeper all the way. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And it's a kneel down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.